Okay, this episode is about stealth camping. A lot of YouTubers are doing about stealth in their vans and their cargo trailers, so they can be like in downtown and sleeping in their van or cargo trailer. So they talk about stealth, being stealthy. There's also stealth camping. Now, if you're not camping with a bunch of people or in amongst a lot of other campers, I like to be out more remote, just because of noise. I'm a light sleeper, and I just don't like the idea of somebody turning on their diesel truck at 5:30 in the morning, because then I wake up and I can't get back to sleep. So I like to be out in the middle of nowhere. Now, the problem with that is you don't have the safety of numbers. Okay. Now I'm pointing right at my 22-foot travel trailer and my Jeep and all my camping gear, and I'm only 150 feet away and you can't see anything. What I'm using is the Harbor Freight started selling the Camo tarps, and they had a 30% off over the weekend. So I bought two of the really big ones, 11 foot high by 17 foot long, and I put them both together, so I have an 11 foot high camo tarp, 30 foot long, tied to a couple of pine trees. I'm going to walk up there now, and with the 30% off, I only paid 12 and a half bucks each for these camo tarps. Now the thing is, when you put them up, okay, you can't tie both you tie the top, but don't tie the bottom, because they act like a sail. And there's just too much force, and it'll just pull out the grommets on the tarp. So what I do is I just tie the top of the tarp, and then you just don't tie the bottom. So that when the wind, and there's a slight wind now, the wind will just go underneath it, and it won't tear out your grommets on the tarp. Okay, so we could start to see the tarp now. I mean, I couldn't even see it 150 feet away. And like I say, there is a slight breeze, so it will, as you see, it will lift up, but at least it's going to stay intact. And so I recommend these, if you want to be stealthy while you're camping. And like I said, Harbor Freight, now here's my campsite. All of a sudden, this is what was all hidden. Couldn't see anything. And have my Jeep back here, and my gear, and my solar panels. And when you're out by yourself, the wrong type of person comes by, a thief or whatever, and he sees there's no vehicles around and all your gear around. I just prefer to be stealthy. I just prefer that people can't see me on the main dirt road down there. I'm out in the National Forest right now, and the main dirt road, which people travel, is about, I don't know, 300 or 400 yards down, and I literally could see my white trailer even from 300 or 400 yards away, no problem at all. So this camoed the trailer. Nobody can see me. The wrong types can't drive down here checking me out and seeing what they can take from me. I'm in the Coconino National Forest near Flagstaff. It's middle May. It's beautiful here. I left Yuma because it was 105 degrees a couple of days ago in the shade. It was like 125, 130 in the sun. It's just getting brutal down there. But I go to Mexico to get my inexpensive dental work done. So anyway, I finally headed up here. It's beautiful. It's in the 70s here. You're up at over 7,500 feet elevation. So by May, you got perfect camping weather. So anyway, that's another way of being stealthy. Like I say, don't tie down. Slight breeze picking up. Don't tie down the base, because these sail, it acts like a sail. It's got so much unbelievable force. It'll tear out all your grommets. Believe me, I've learned from experience. So just let it flap around like mine's doing right now, and you'll be good to go. and I got a ladder, obviously. So I got my tarp all the way up at 11 feet high, and 34 foot with the two tarps added together. So a great deal at Harbor Freight. Occasionally they have 20% off. This weekend they had 30% off on anything under 20 bucks. So normally these are 18 bucks a piece. I got them for 12 and a half bucks. Basically I paid 25 bucks for the pair. And you know, they can be used for covering your gear and everything. You know, I personally don't like these bright blue tarps. I wish they had it's green or more camo or green or whatever for camping. So you know, people can't see all your stuff. And there's another shot of it to show you how stealthy it is. Okay, that's about it. This is Eagle Eric signing off.